In today's lecture, we are going to study an essay, Making Writing Simple, written by J.B. Priestley. J.B. Priestley was born on 13 September 1894 and he passed away on 14 August 1984. Here is the picture of this great writer, the great novelist, the great broadcaster. See in what manner he appears that he is thinking something great. And he's better known as a dramatist, novelist, essayist, critic. He wrote many novels, and the, the, the major novel that appeared in 1929, that is Good Companion. In 1930, there are another novel that came, that is Angel Payment. And the new novel came that in 1946, that was Bright Day. And his essays were published in the collection of essays, I quote, I-41, that was published in 1923. He was one of the last great men of letters of Britain. His Yorkshire background is reflected in his major works, in his major novels. Now we come to about his essay writing, that his essays are lively and interesting. In his personal touch in the essays reminds us of Charles Lamb and A.G. Gardner. As in the essays of Charles Lamb, we find that there is an autobiographical touch. In the same manner, in his literary work, we find the personal touch of the writer. And the essay is about making writing simple, is about how a writer can make his writing simple, interesting, and understandable to the common man. What happens? Once a critic stared at the writer, look at the writer, and then said slowly, asked a very simple, in a very low tone, I quote, I do not understand you, sir. Your talk is so much more complicated, subtle than your writing. Your writing always seems to be too simple, unquote. See, what was the question of the critic? What was the query of the critic? That he questioned the writer, that his speech was very much complicated, much serious, but his writings were very simple. In that manner, that critic pointed out the writer. And the writer replied in a very simple manner, I quote, but I have spent years trying to make my writing simple, unquote. The writer wanted to say, to make his writing simple, he has passed years after years to make his writing simple and interesting. The real essence of the answer is that he experienced hard, he worked hard, he practiced hard to make his writing simple. There are some critics in the early 30s who believe that literature must be difficult to understand. See, in what manner the writer writes about the making the writing simple. That in the early 30s, the writer realized there were so many critics, there were so many writers, that they thought that the literature must be difficult. I mean, literature must be something hidden. That's why it should be difficult to understand by the common man. And it was their opinion that these certain pages of the literature should not be understood by the crowd, by the common man. They do not want to share their pleasure, their anything with the common people, with the crowd. The writers further believed, I quote, writing that was hard to understand was like a passport to their society, unquote. In what manner these critics used to think? These critics used to think that writing should be very typical, very serious, and that's why that typical language, the difficult language would become a password to the common society and they would not be able to understand their writings. But a good writer to them was one who made his readers toil and sweat. The opinion of such writers was that, the opinion of such critics was that a good writer is that writer who made his readers toil and sweat. That his readers must try to find out the meaning, that the readers must try to find out the hidden meaning by turning the pages, by turning the dictionaries, by turning the other references. They must work hard, toil and sweat for seeking the meaning of the writer. So they thought, these critics thought, that they are like the political cardinals, like the political scholars, and who came to literature like specialists summoned to consultation at king's beside. See, in what manner these critics started to think? These critics started to think that they are just like political scholars of literature, and they have been invited by the king to consult on certain serious matters. They started to think that they are very high-lifted critics and they have the right to criticize the writers, and they started to think that they are specialists in judging the works of the other writers. But the writer thinks, but J.B. Priestley believes that a genuine author or an artist begins with the simple thoughts and impressions. See, here the writer wants to say that this writer takes the ideas of the common life, he chooses the impressions from the common life, he takes the experience of the common life, he takes the ideas and thoughts of the common life, and he chooses the impression of the common life, and then he writes about those experiences in his literary works. But some critics think that the true artist must hide him from the crowd behind a thicket of barriers. See, what was the opinion of the other writers? That a good artist is that artist who hides from the crowd when he is not open to the public, his ideas are not clear to the public, and they are hidden behind a thicket of barrier. Means they have written certain typical subject in a typical language using the hard words. That's why, and they couldn't, the public, the common public failed to understand their idea. It was the opinion of certain writers. But J.B. Priestley wants to say that a genuine writer, that a genuine author begin with these simple thoughts and impression. And those critics, those writers who think that they must not open their mind to the public, such type of writers grew up terrified of the crowd. Means they are afraid from the public. They are afraid from the ideas of the crowd. That's why they remain hidden in their language, in their thoughts. They are not clear to the public. They are not understandable to the public. The writer charges them. The writer says that they are not in the new mass age. The 20th century is an age of communication. 20th century is an age of giving and taking, and our writer believes, J.B. Priestley believes, that such writers who remain hidden, they do not want to come to the public, they are just like hidden persons, and they are not fit in the age of communication, in the age of science. And the writer further says, the writer compliments himself that he was born when the writers are not afraid of the crowd. See, in what manner the writer says that he was born in the 20th century. It is an age of science. It is an age of communication. That's why writer feels happy that he was born in such an age of communication. He holds the opinion, I quote, I do not feel that there is a glass between me and the people in the nearest factories, shops and pubs. I do not believe that my thoughts and feelings are quite different from theirs. I prefer there is a wide channel of communication, unquote. In what manner the writer feels happy, in what manner the writer takes relaxation. That he does not want any glass between him and the readers. Readers means those persons who are near to him, the common persons who work in factories, who work in shops, who work on the common places. The writer, there should be no hidden curtain. There should be no curtain. There should be no glass of ideas and feelings and impression from these common people. And writer says that he does not believe that there is a difference of feelings, difference of emotions, difference of ideas between him and these common people. Therefore, the writer prefers a wide channel of communication, a wide way of communication. Means there should be a proper communication, there should be free communication of ideas and feelings and impressions and experiences with the common man. That's why the writer says that he writes about the common people, he writes about the feelings of the common man, he writes about the impressions of the common man. That's why he says it does not feel any barrier. His mind is open, his ideas are clear, and he writes about the common feelings and impressions. The writer is of the view that he stands for simplicity, he advocates for simplicity, not for complexity in writing. Writer says whatever a writer expresses, whatever writer writes about his ideas, feelings, he says that should be put into the language of the common man, because they are the common impressions, the common feelings. That's why they should be expressed in the language of the common man and women. The writer further says that his writings should be so clear, his writings should be so simple that they could be read aloud in the bar, parlor. Bar means the common places, that his writings should be preferred, that his writings should be liked at the common places just like bar, parlor. The writer feels satisfied that he was heard and understood in 1,000 bar parlors. See in what manner the writer is satisfied. He compliments himself that the writings were heard and understood at the 1,000 common places. It is a sign of simplicity. It is a sign of clarity, because he is read by so many people, by thousands of people, and that is the way of a good writing, and it depends on simplicity and clarity. The writer do not pretend to be subtle and profound. There are certain writers who want to expose themselves that they are profound writers, that they are serious writers, they are subtle writers. The writer does not like this concept. He says he stands for the common man. He stands for the impressions of the common man. He wants to express the impression of the common life in the language of the common man. That's why the writer says, I quote, "But when I am at work, I try to appear simpler than I really am," unquote. Writer says when he's at the desk of writing, when he's writing something, he wants to appear simpler than he really was. See, that was the center idea of the essay. That was the center idea of the writer's expression. That whatever he writes in a very simple manner. He further adds that he makes writing too easy for the readers. If some person writes something complicated, something hidden, something full of complexities, these people will not be able to enjoy that work of writing. That's why the writer stands for the idea that he writes something that is too easy for the readers. Readers can follow easily, readers can understand easily. The writer does not leave the task of toiling and sweating to the readers. The writer himself do the work of toiling and sweating. He works hard for making the writer simple for the pleasure of the readers. There are certain critics who remain busy in solving other problems not related with the literature. See in what manner the writer satirizes the critics. That when he writes in a simple language, in a simple manner, the critics do not find any fault with the writer. They are busy with the other works, and they do not have place, they do not have any criticism about the writings of the writer. That's why J.B. Priestley adds, I quote, "They are no customers of mine. I do not display my goods to catch their eyes," unquote. See in what manner a writer satirizes those people, those critics. And those critics who try to find the faults, those critics who try to find the mistakes of the writer ironically says that they are no customers of his writings. Means they do not find any trace of criticism in his writings. And writer says it does not display his works. It does not display his literary works to catch their critics' view. He writes very simple manner. They do not have any eye to catch. They do not have any eye to catch their complexity. He stands for simplicity. A writer is happy that he had been doing this thing for years and quite deliberately. See, in what the writer says, the work of simplicity is not very simple. It needs the experience of years and years together. It needs the hard work of years and years together. It is a work of experience. It is a work of years. And writer says that is doing this work deliberately, openly, freely, without any fear, without any terror. The habit of simplification has its own benefits and triumphs. Writer says that when you start writing in a simple manner, when you do something in a simple manner, there are benefits of that writing. There are certain triumphs of that writing because the common man would try to understand whatever you have written. The common man would feel the ideas of that book. The common people will take pleasure out of writings of your work. That's why writer says that he stands for simplicity, and it is a habit of simplification in his writing, and there are certain benefits and pros. There are certain pros of this writing. In this manner, writer praises himself that he has followed a way of simplification, and it was in a work of years together. The writer recalls an occasion of paying birthday tribute to the air on the radio station to citizen within the given time. The critics were of the opinion that this tribute cannot be completed within the given time, but it was the writer's view that he completed that tribute within the given time. And writer says that it was way of how you can present your idea in a simple manner. In that manner, writer says that simplicity is the secret of his writings. The writer further experienced the work of simplicity is just like honey in the rock, a taste of delight. It means to bring honey from the rock is a very typical task, very difficult task. Honey can be taken from the rock after the hard work, after the years together doing hard work. And writer says that it was in habit of simplicity that it took out the honey from the rock on the basis of hard work, and says that it was a matter of delight. It was a taste of pleasure. It was a matter of pleasure in his writings. Honey from the rock is a very typical task. It needs practice and hard work. That is why writer says that simplicity is based on practice. Simplicity is based on hard work. It does not come naturally. It needs hours together work. It needs years experience. That's why writer says that writing should be simple. We can say that the essay, Making Writing Simple, is a plea for simplicity in writing. Literature has to learn the language of the common man. As William Wordsworth, the famous romantic poet, advocated that literature should be written in the language spoken by the common man in the same manner. J.B. Priestley, the writer of the 20th century, advocates that writing should be in simple manner because it is just like honey in the rock. It is a matter of pleasure. It is a taste of delight, and in that manner, writer advocates simplicity. Thanks.